It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's looking to bounce back after an injury-riddled season a year ago. Herbert, obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but that doesn't do you any good when you're standing on the sidelines wearing a baseball cap. If this team's ever going to reach their full potential, they've got to find a way to keep him upright. And with his new head coach, Jim Harbaugh, in the fold, they'll do exactly that. They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with Justin Herbert on the field.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough. Now it's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That is incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. 3rd down here. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Rolling to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Deep to return is Darius Davis. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they run with Edwards. And he coughed it up. Wow,
that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through.
And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call it. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. Exceeded that number in a big way.
13 yards on his... It's a first down as well. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive in the first quarter, you get it down there trying to fire it in the end zone. And big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 21 carries, 121 yards. Now it's Wilson.
So, partner, 2 games worth.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here now, 2nd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's got... And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Play action. It's Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Herbert now. Escape under pressure again, and down he goes again. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Wiggles free, and this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second down at a yard. They run once more with Edwards, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Offside, defense.
So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is in this game.
Second and 10. Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And way past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Buying time to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now it's Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Deion Henley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson heading back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be it. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And they'll get 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On the give, this is Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 50, here's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
This is the one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. On the option right, Herbert. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. They shakes him off. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Play action. Now Wilson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Wilson. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2nd and 10. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To the air again, Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now 3rd down and very long. Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. Loose inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, field goal is probably not going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really,
Yeah.